Yeah, Nicole, no, they weren't. This has now been an active crime scene for going on 12 hours. And while police still haven't released what exactly led up to the fatal stabbing, neighbors who saw the moments after say police are familiar with that house because there's been problems there for years. October on Grandview Road looks something like this. Gravestones, cobwebs, and skeletons. But this caution tape isn't part of the festive decor. Are you used to hearing disputes between these guys or that house?
At that house, there's been disputes with the neighbors. One neighbor left because of the problems they had for quite a while. So
David Snodgrass and his neighbor David Shea have lived here for over 40 years and say in a tight-knit neighborhood, this house has long been out of place, both recalling a memorable incident several years ago.
There's a SWAT team there for a fellow that had pulled a gun on one of the neighbors, and he was a felon.
Just before 11 Monday morning, police were called to the scene where a 35-year-old man was stabbed by his roommate during an argument. That man later died at the hospital. David Shea saw sirens zoom by and came outside to see an officer quickly giving CPR.
I could see her going up and down on somebody that was laying in the driveway. They were still doing that while the person was on the gurney before it got into the ambulance.
The two say the elderly homeowner died a few weeks ago and the house has been in disarray ever since. And while a street full of families gets ready for Halloween, neighbors say that house has skeletons in the closet that quickly became deadly. Now, police have still not released the suspect or victims' names or what their argument was about, but tonight they tell me they're still trying to determine whether or not they're going to charge that roommate based on what he's telling investigators right now, and say they'll likely have an update tomorrow. Reporting live in North Phoenix tonight, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.